Yes, I'm hoping that as I speak, no one will call YouTube to complain about my voice and my opinion, and to ask that I be suspended or even fired. On a serious note, though, there is a story which is circulating about DJ Amber of Irie Fm, a radio station in the western end of Jamaica. The story has to do with her voicing her opinion about the lack of water in her area, that is the parish of Westmoreland. Yes, Amber is also from Westmoreland. As it is stated, there is a project, a huge hotel which is being built in Green Bay, and the quantity of water that the hotel requires, it takes away from the water that the citizens need to function on a daily basis. Now, you and I know how important it is to have water at our disposal. As soon as we wake up in the mornings, we need water. Now, she sees the situation. It affects her, I would imagine. It affects others around her. And she having the opportunity to voice her opinion on behalf of the citizens, she did just that. And it is alleged that the minister in question, the minister who has the water portfolio, Mr. Samuda, it is alleged that he called the radio station and had her removed from her post because she voiced her opinion. No, I am thinking that if that is so, then that is a hard blow. Fact is, we exist in a democratic society where one should have the opportunity to voice their opinion, as long as you're not defaming anybody's character, as long as you're not verbally abusing people. I mean, you should be allowed to voice your opinion. And if she spoke about the lack of water, how the project is affecting citizens, and that caused her job, that's a hard blow. As it is said, the minister, it is said, claimed to be using reverse osmosis or desalination. I think that is where they take the salt out of the water to provide water. No, Amber is saying that based on what she's seeing, that is not so. Now, the entire thing has caused a controversy. And as I've said before, her job is at stake. Now, let us listen to what really is happening in that end of the island. Let's listen. And DJ Ambo herself
However,
speak on
residents of
it.
Negril have been questioning the veracity of Minister Samuda's claims, among them celebrity radio disc jockey and event promoter Amber Kroll.
I was reliably informed by members of the Negril Chamber of Commerce and other persons in the community that Minister Samuda attended a closed-door meeting in Negril where the media was not allowed in the meeting. The media showed up and the minister asked for them to stay outside. So that meeting was held. In that meeting, some very important things came out. One, the minister alleges that the Princess Hotel, which is being built in Green Island, is using reverse osmosis for the construction. So our question now to the minister is, since you allege this, come and tell the public, Minister Samuda, where the water that the Princess Hotel is using for reverse osmosis is coming from. Let us now clarify if Princess Hotel, which is building a 3,000 room hotel, is using reverse osmosis, so we can rule that out. If they are not, then it simply means that they're on the people water source and they need to come off. Make the government who give them authority and permission to build that big old hotel up at Green Island, find water source, give them. because them literally would be robbing the people of water if it is so that they are on the NWC system. You cannot put such a big development on a system which is already burdened.
Now, as I listened to Amber, I did not hear at any point where she spoke anything that defamed the minister's character. So why is it alleged that he actually called the radio station and threatened to sue them if Amber was not removed? I cannot understand what really happened. But there is a concerned Jamaican who has some words for the minister. We will listen as he speaks. Let's listen. Sound word.
Minister Samuda,
Sound.
I want to have a conversation with you. You're in
Questions
charge
and
of water.
all.
You're the big man.
Let's listen to him as he speaks.
And you're a senior cabinet minister in the Jamaica Labour Party government. You're a senior cabinet minister. So you have a lot of power. But I want to have a conversation with you. You flew into Negril a couple of weeks ago on a helicopter. And you met with the stakeholders and you made some promises. The stakeholders found out that there are some inconsistencies in your statement and in your commitment. And they questioned some things while you were here, before you went back on the helicopter. One of the things they questioned was when it's alleged that when they ask you the question, where is this mega hotel getting their water from to build? You said from the sea, reverse osmosis. Now, me and you know that this hotel have a NWC connection over there. We know that. All right? So skip that. So they questioned that inconsistency. The second one, the question was that you said to them the pipeline from Roan River into Negril is a priority for the government. And it will be completed in 2 to 5 years. But it's a priority. It's a #1 priority. One of the #1 priority in Western Jamaica. But you came back a couple of days ago and you said you're starting from Martha Bray in Trelawney to St. James, and then from there on you will then take it to Lucy into Negril. No, second inconsistency in your statement. Or should I say your announcement. So Minister, the people them get together, right? Because they have a lobby group in Negril. They get together and they did a YouTube video. And while they're doing that YouTube video, they pointed out some of these inconsistencies. Because they're frustrated they don't have water and they need it. DJ Amber, and let me say that I hope at the end of this conversation, everybody will feel Irie. I hope at the end of this conversation, everybody will feel Irie because justice would have been served. So here we go again. So they did a YouTube video. And in that video, they pointed out some of these inconsistencies. And they were critical of you. DJ Amber, who is from Westmoreland, works at a radio station on the North Coast, was taken off the radio and suspended because somebody made a call. And Minister, why you look in the mirror now, because it seems like if you criticize this government, you either end up in prison, you're victimized, 2, or 3, you're in the private sector, so now you start losing your job. Now, Minister, let me say something to you. It is also said and alleged that you threatened to sue the same radio station. So you come down hard on the radio station because nobody is supposed to criticize you. Minister, it is wrong. Absolute power corrupts. Now, if she's from Westmoreland and her family is down here suffering from water, not having water like the rest of us, and she got involved as a citizen, as a private citizen, to lobby and to serve notice to government that it won't be business as usual. They're going to stand up for their right as citizens of this country. And to be threatened with lawsuit, to be suspended from the station because somebody made that complaint. I want to ask you to the minister. I want you to come out and tell the Jamaican people that you didn't make that call to the radio station. And I want you also come out and tell the people of this country that you didn't threaten to sue the radio station. And further to that, I want you come out and say you didn't make some calls to squeeze this private citizen. I want you to do that. But you know, let me tell you something about being a minister of water. You have to get down off your high horse at times, and you have to go look what the people are doing in the ministry. And you have to know your job. You have to know your work. But you must know that with this awesome responsibility and this awesome power that is in your hand, and I said power, you have to take some criticism. You have to take criticism. Because Jamaicans want to speak, you know, and they want to criticize, and it's their right to criticize their government. But in so criticizing your government, you should not be arrested. You should lose your job, and you should not be victimized. Because that position that you have is given to you by the people. And it can be, and it will be taken away from you by the people. So I hope when everything is said and done, all of us will feel Irie. And all of us will feel justice, that justice would have been served. And DJ Amber returns to her rightful place in terms of lobbying on behalf of the people of this country. Back on that radio station, it is just the right thing to do. And Minister, grow a strong backbone. You know, try and grow one if you don't have one. Because if you really call the station and made this young lady got suspended, it is wrong. It is wrong. So I await your response to tell me that you didn't do none of them things. I await.
I too am waiting to see how this situation will be resolved. Will DJ Ambo be reinstated? Will the people of Westmoreland get the water supply that they so badly need? Will the minister have dialogue with DJ Amber? That would be good to see. See, as a public figure, you are open to criticism, and not all criticism will be to your liking. So, as the concerned Jamaican just spoke, and he advised the minister about getting a strong or a stronger backbone so that he can face up to criticism, I too think that is a sound advice. Yes, because in a democratic society, one is entitled to his or her opinion. But let us watch to see how this one will unfold. And will DJ Amber, who we love to listen to on Irie Fm, if she will be reinstated. We await to see how this turns out and how the situation will be resolved.